In every relationship, one party holds leverage over the other. It is simply a matter of degrees. Emperor Shaddam Karino IV, Proclamations and Ruminations. Welcome back to Dune Saga, everyone. This is Season 5 of our Dune campaign here on the Stolen Fires channel. I'm Eric, the GM for this epic multi-arc adventure series, which continues tonight with our final storyline to our saga, Eye of the Storm. A warm welcome and salutation to new and old viewers alike to the Stolen Fires channel, where there's always an awesome TTRPG live play to look forward to. Just as a content warning, this program features adult situations and language and may not be suitable for all ages, so viewer discretion is advised. As always, we want to bring attention to the continued plight of the Palestinian people in Gaza and the West Bank at the hands of the Israeli government and their enablers. Please support groups like Palestine Action at global.palestineaction.org/donate, the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights over at uscpr.org, and the Palestine Children's Relief Fund at pcrf.net. The links will be in the chat. Music attributions shoutouts go to Pixabay, Scott Buckley, Darren Curtis Music, White Bat Audio, Poag Music, Tabletop Audio, Repulsive Sound, and Blear Moon. You can find more awesome ambient sounds and tunes over at secretpress.bandcamp.com, scottbuckley.com.au, darrencurtismusic.com, whitebataudio.com, and pixabay.com/music. A big thank you to our viewers and fans for tuning in. Let's introduce our wonderful cast here, beginning with Aaron.
Hello everyone, I'm Aaron, pronoun she, her, fey, fair. You can find me at Great Tool pretty much everywhere. I will be playing Administrator Eloise, head of the Spacing Guild, whose pronouns are she, they. Though I think we're starting elsewhere, so I'll probably be playing Ryza, whose pronouns are she, her.
Yes. Ambrose.
I'm gonna die. No. Hi everybody. I'm Ambrose. I will be playing Zoshir, and I will be playing Lysander. My pronouns are he or they, and Zoshir's are they or he, and Lysander's are he him.
All
I
right.
don't know why I listed it that way.
No worries. Leo.
Hello, my name is Leo, and today I'll be playing Archibald. Well, Archibald for you today. We're going to Arrakis first, so I don't know who I'm going to be playing there, but we'll see.
Last but not least, of course, Rachel.
Hello, I am Rachel. I'm Stolen Fires. I hope you enjoy your time here at the channel. And I play Daphne normally, and sometimes I play Amira.
Very good. And now for just a quick recap of the events that took place last time, if you would be so kind, Aaron.
Sure thing. Nadine was defeated by a simple palm block, or rather, the poison gently brushed onto it. Thylaxu have been holding him and Roy for a week, but at least they don't seem to be very good at their jobs. The Twisted Mentat takes some time to evaluate his situation. They're keeping him alive for some reason, even if he isn't sure what. He also picks up that even though these Twi'leks are working together, they don't like each other, and they report to someone named Zoal. Picking his moment, Nadim attracts their attention. They aren't inclined to treat him kindly, but Nadim can annoy them into falling for his schemes. He finds a Shigawai unattended and repurposes it as a garrote. He cuts himself suddenly, flicking blood onto the ground. This attracts his captor's attentions and brings one of them close enough for Nadim to throttle him. Free of his blindfold, Nadim recognizes that his captive is blind using metal eye prosthetics. His other two captors are similarly disabled. One has a larynx implant, the other augmented hearing. He disarms the one with the larynx implant and asks him what the plan was. Apparently he's been replaced by a face dancer. Well, that won't work. He's a mentat. But apparently it's already happened. After cleaning up, Nadim returns to where he was being held. Reviewing the communication records, he realizes Zoal, the mastermind of his kidnapping, is on the Ark, perhaps proposing as Nadim himself, spying on Eloise. Nadim tries to have the face dancer captured before he can kill himself. Elsewhere on the planet, Lysander's ornithopter spirals to the ground, but he's a Cheshire and manages to pull his ornithopter out of a death spiral. He still crashes, but it's a crash he can get away from uninjured. Well, for now. When he's rescued by the Vernius pilots. They're determined to claim their pound of flesh in exchange for their friend shot down by Lysander. Lysander accepts his beating, after which he's dragged back to the palace and dumped, bleeding and bruised, in front of Eloise, Archibald, and Earl Bronso. Eloise tests herself. She's free of all father's contamination. Earl Bronso demands to know what Archibald is after what he witnessed. Archibald has no idea, but he needs food and spice. Now. Earl Bronso provides a near banquet for Archibald, which he absolutely houses. Thank you for that, Rachel. Eloise provides the spice. After the meal, Archibald asks questions about the Technocratic Council. They are the true ruling power on this planet, while Bronso is a figurehead, manipulated by the blackmail they have on him. He presumes some, if not all of them, have been infected by Allfather. Wait, didn't they just kill Allfather? No, just an avatar of him. But Archibald thinks he knows where the real Allfather is, on a rogue Hayliner. But Archibald thinks he knows how to find it. It's time to return to Kaitane. But before that, Eloise very much wants to have a conversation with Count Casimir Fenring. Eloise breaks the ice with a little spice, before directly revealing that the Emperor and Wahayam are infected, as the Count has also had been. And Eloise knows she can't get close enough to either of them to cure them, not as long as she's considered an enemy of the Emperor. But Fenring is still a close friend of the Emperor. Eloise reveals her true goal, to remake the Imperia without Shaddam. She knows Fenring knows how corrupt the Emperor is. She doesn't want revenge, she's not that petty. But the Emperor is, and someone that petty shouldn't stay on the throne. But Eloise isn't doing this on behalf of the guild. They agree on at least being able to remove the Harkonnen element from Arrakis. Fenring isn't making any promises, but that's easier for him to accomplish. They negotiate the details of what that would look like. Eloise's prescience gives her an advantage, and she shields Fenring from being perceived as cleansed. Perhaps Fenring can bring her in as his prisoner. He's open to the idea. Time to move on to Kaitane. Eloise leaves some of the tests and cure behind, just in case. Meanwhile, back on Arrakis, Daphne and Ryza have both been summoned before the Council of Sayadina. Another Sayadina has recently passed, and someone must fulfill her role. Merlot advises her to go carefully against her rival. Most of the women are elderly, except for Hama, a fair-faced woman. Daphne is unsure if any of them have reservations about her. Not yet. But this is a very serious gathering. She also understands they want someone young, new blood. Most of them were here when Mother Ramallah first came as part of the Missionaria Protectiva. Got it. The majority are thus outframed, though Hama was a disciple of Kyra's. Daphne talks about her memories, all the memories she's received over the years. From Ramallah, from Norma, from Mohayam, and from Kyra and her paternal line. She speaks also of her dedication to nonviolence. When it comes time for Ryza, she accuses Daphne's children of being abominations. Daphne deflects and reveals Ryza's own pregnancy. This pivots to discussion of the Kwisatz Haderach, and Ryza's belief she is worthy to bear one. Daphne counters with her own genetic lineage as a child of Kyra's lineage. But now the question is, if Ryza was inducted, she would herself have to undergo the spice agony and risk producing an abomination of her own. An older mother speaks on abominations, one who witnessed it. Possession, in which the child's personality is taken over by someone else. If Ryza accepts, she would have to end her pregnancy. This is enough to persuade Ryza to give up her candidacy in favor of Daphne. After all, if Zoshir is truly the Mahdi, then her child by him is the Kwisatz Haderach. As the meeting breaks up, Ryza approaches Hama and insinuates that Kyra's memories may not be such an asset. After all, Kyra lived in so many separate realities near the end. Hama seems to agree and forms good ties with Ryza. Speaking of Zoshir, it's time for him to meet again with the Adwali. They revere him this time, respecting how difficult it must have been for him to kill his own kin in the assassination of Raban. There's also one of Kyra's face dancers here, and Zoshir knows she'll have his back. The opening negotiation is heavy. The Adwali want control of Arrakis when all of this is over. Zoshir emphasizes he wants all Fremen to have control of Arrakis. The Adwali will be happy with Arakim. Conversationally suddenly pivots to Zoshir's love life. Zoshir himself admits to feeling used and unhappy with the situation, but it won't be a problem. Suddenly there's a commotion, a flock of ornithopters in an attack pattern flying towards the siege. They appear to be one of the smuggler syndicates and immediately begin firing missiles while deploying attackers. Zoshir successfully dodges the attack, repelling the Syndicate fighters. He throws them off, drawing his crysknife and slashing back. Zoshir is too well trained a fighter. The Syndicate falls quickly before him and the rest of the Adwali. As the smoke clears, he sees wrecked ornithopters on the valley floor. The Adwali takes Zoshir quickly to a small two-seater ornithopter, saying they'll cover him as he flies back to Siege Sihaya Tabir. He arrives just as Daphne and Riza also come back from the Sayadina Council. Merlat checks in with Zoshir, who assures him the talks went well. Riza fusses over a banged-up Zoshir, though Zoshir tries to talk with her about the child. He didn't want that. Well, he'll be less happy to learn how she's been appointed Sayadina in waiting and his advisor. She explains also that he'll be tested, the water of life, and offers her help. Zoshir leaves and finds Daphne in the nursery. She also brings up the water of life, but says more. She doesn't think Zoshir would survive, not if he underwent the ritual now. He doubts himself too much. He has to believe in himself before undertaking the ritual, or step down. But if he steps down, no one can rise to take his place. As their conversation winds down, Merlot says they have a problem. Elsewhere, Eloise has a private meeting with Count Fenring. She asks him what happens when she cures his best friend, Emperor Shaddam. Will they go back to being enemies? Fenring can't speak for Shaddam. The conversation turns even more serious. What does Fenring want? Assurances to start with that he will not be deposed or exiles. Eloise mentions that Mossam is dead, which surprises him, which means Shaddam does not know. Eloise wants to know the new Imperium will be better. Fenring doesn't mind that. First, they have to liberate Shaddam from Allfather. They part as nominal allies, at least for now. But when Eloise leaves, she learns that the Nadim, who was her personal advisor, was a face dancer. Eloise brings Archibald, Lysander, and Nadim into a quick meeting. The first thing she wants to know is how long. About a week. Eloise is thrilled to learn she has a new enemy, one which has her child and genetic information. Speaking of children, when Archibald's child is mentioned, Dr. Yulie behaves oddly. He admits that Archibald's child has been taken by the Bene Gesserit. It seems as though some faction of the Bene Gesserit and the Bene Twi'leks have allied with each other. Perhaps also with the Guild?
Thank you for reading that, Aaron, and thank you as always to Rachel for taking excellent notes. I suppose we'll begin on Arrakis, where on Siege Sihaya, where Merlat, a very concerned Merlat, is seeking to reconnect with some of the characters there, such as Ryza, Daphne, and Zoshir, as something important is looming. Something important and potentially dangerous to the Mahdi is on the horizon. Second here. Okay. Leo, would you like to play Varys?
Sure. I can
Okay.
do that.
Let me give you the access to the character sheets.
No problem.
You should have access to it. It will that character will be under Fremen tribes and sieges, under Sihaya Tabra.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any trouble finding it. After the recent ordeal that Zoshir had to deal with in facing the Adwali, and brokering this negotiation over the city of Arrakeen, they return back to the siege, and they are kind of you're sort of beset by the spy master and leader of the face dancer cohort within the siege. Merlat has something important that he needs to speak to you about, and so he brings you. He summons you, and he summons Daphne along with Varys, and of course, Ryza is probably not summoned directly by Merlat, but is somewhere hovering near in the area, I'm sure, and it's listening in on what's going on. If not directly, then through an intermediary or what have you. So you can count yourself as being privy to what's going on. Merlat brings you into like the equivalent of the situation room in the siege, big round meeting room, and there's some spiced coffee being served. It's early in the morning, which in Fremen time means that everybody's typically asleep. He brings you in regardless, and he's like, we have something important that we need to discuss regarding the next and final trial for the Mahdi.
All right.
Uh, as you probably well aware, and as the Mahdi himself can tell you, the Fremen have a saying about the Lisan al-Gaib, the voice from the outer world, such as that this person will be able to, well, undergo one of their most deadliest rituals, that being the water of life. How familiar are you with this?
Who is he asking?
The room in general, like mostly the outframe of the group, so Daphne and Varys.
Daphne was like, I've undertaken it myself.
But you are trained, are you not? As the Bene Gesserit are?
I
You are able
am.
to
Even
control
with,
and... Yes.
even with training, not every woman survives it.
Now, to my understanding, the Mahdi does not possess this training. And so, this looming challenge that awaits them could potentially kill him, as it has many other men before. We would be robbing ourselves of our own savior.
Have we thought of a contingency plan the if the Mahdi does perish?
That is precisely why I'm bringing you all here today, to discuss such contingencies and to plan accordingly, so that such an event does not come to pass.
Well, if we do, there needs to be a leader if he does perish, or else they're just gonna, or else the Fremen are going to fracture again.
You're right on the second count. However, there is no such thing as a contingency for different leadership. If the Mahdi dies, this coalition will fracture, fray, and break.
Merlat, are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting?
He doesn't say anything.
I will look to Zoshir.
No big deal. They're just
Zoshir.
discussing your life and possible death.
Yeah. No, exactly. Zoshir's kind of he's got like a bit of a faraway look on his face, and he he looks back at Daphne, and he's just kind of shakes his head. He's not really sure.
You're going to have to give Merlat a crash course in being you.
Ah,
That is one possibility. Although, if any one of myself or any of the people underneath me wanted to create a facsimile of Zoshir, I'm sure we could do a yeoman's job of doing so. The question is, well, we will need. There are other options involved, and now that we have Daphne on the Sayadina Council, we could very well use a lot of those options that prior to that moment were closed off to us. The Sayadinas have access to the Sietch where the Water of Life ritual will be conducted. So if we wish to avoid any unnecessary deaths or complications, we could use some manner of subterfuge to replace the water of life with something else.
No.
Mahdi, you do understand that if you fail the test, then you are not what the Sisterhood would call the Kwisatz Haderach, and you are not what the Fremen called the voice from the outer world. They would see you as a false prophet. And all of this, he says, gesturing to everything around you, will have been, well, false hope in the eyes of the Fremen.
Someone else would step up.
Many have. And this moment here is where their story ended.
Do you believe that I am who I'm supposed to be?
I believe that Kyrich knew what she saw in those visions. And if you were a part of them, then you are the one.
Then I must do this.
But what if you die?
So be it.
He seems almost irritated by this stoic Fremen boldness in the face of death, but at the same time he can't help but admire it. He looks to Daphne and Varys. Very well, if we're not going to replace the water of life with something that is harmless, then perhaps we can replace the Mahdi, as it were, to avoid any such outcomes. Because
And deceive our
this
people?
if this fails, Mahdi, your death would prove Kyra's visions of the future as false, meaning we face dancers will not be able to achieve what we were promised, and what you promised to your people by adopting the name of the voice of the other world will have been in vain. All of this will have been in vain.
So I have a question.
Mm.
What if we gave him the best possible chance of survival?
That's what I'm talking about. I want to ensure that the Mahdi can survive this test.
What can we do to make sure that happens? Could we give him something to withstand it longer? Like maybe
There is no
get him
treatment.
drunk?
There is no treatment for the illuminating poison. There is no cure for the essence of spice. He's like, the Bene Gesserits are able to control their body on a molecular level, and they're able to change the water of life into something else, into something that is able to be shared by the rest of the Siege, hence the Tau orgy. But in this particular case, the Mahdi does not possess that ability, and there is not enough time to teach them.
Daphne has taught me Pranabindu.
But I could.
No, no, out of character. He does have Pranabindu conditioning.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Daphne's character, it was a long ass time ago, but Daphne taught Zoshir.
Because she knew that this would eventually be happening.
Yeah, it was a
Wow.
long ass time ago, though. Very long time.
Well, you should go ahead and give yourself some advancement points immediately, Rachel, because I didn't realize that Zoshir already possessed the training. And I was almost certain that I looked over all the character sheets and went, oh, yeah. Well done. Well played. So Merlad is like, you do know? Because he's never, like, he's not aware of that particular kind of training. He's like, are you certain that you will be able to survive this? I don't want to take any chances, you understand?
I don't think
I understood you.
I don't think corrupting the ritual. I think if we tried, it would backfire somehow. This isn't something that can be faked.
I suppose it can't.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. We need someone I wouldn't say to replace the Mahdi, but we definitely need someone to keep everything together.
Mhm.
Have we thought about maybe out of character? Could I? Is there any equivalent to like some sort of like marriage alliance that these things have?
What do you mean?
Like one tribe marries an important person from the other tribe, kind of like how like
Oh,
is there anything like
um,
that?
sometimes, yeah, you could because they do have rivalries with one another, and sometimes they're like really serious, like similar to Canley within the Imperium, but between the houses. So yeah, there are some times where like they intermarry and to kind of like quell any feuds and such like that. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to say, why don't we find a way to, I guess, have we thought about maybe some sort of marriage that could unite the tribes or hostage in a way?
Mm.
Are you suggesting that Zoshir take another concubine?
No,
Ah!
well, I was more suggesting the fact is we need someone, I wouldn't say to replace him, but to at least keep everything from fracturing. If we, the next most powerful tribe or the most influential tribe, if we, I guess, strategically marry someone of importance,
Mhm.
we could probably get an alliance, and once that alliance happens, everything would most likely follow suit. It doesn't. I don't think it has to be Zoshir in general.
I follow where you're going, Varus, and it's not a bad thought at all. It's actually very um, it's an astute thought to have under these circumstances. And under normal circumstances, I would agree that that would be a fortuitous path to take. However, this is no normal set of politics here. We're talking about the religious leader of the Fremen. If uh, if something were to happen to Zoshir, whether it was on the battlefield or because of the water of life, the entire coalition would fracture,
And here's
and
another question.
this could lead to much more infighting between the tribes, seeking that leadership that you speak of.
Then I have another question.
Aye.
How about this? How about we unite the tribesmen through their own religion? We don't use a person, but we use maybe the sandworms or Jayalud.
A holy union of sorts. Well, the tribes are united for the time being, and this includes also the Adwali, which is unprecedented, and that is another reason why I can't overstate the importance of this, and for this to go exactly as planned. If it goes awry, then the Harkonnens can once again control Arrakis, with no conceivable victory for the Fremen people on the horizon. So,
Uh,
like, he's saying in a very roundabout way, he's saying like, yeah, you can marry other people from the different tribes to Zoshir and kind of like set up the next person, but no one can really fill those shoes.
well, no, I'm
uh,
not. My second statement wasn't saying that from like marriage to tribe to tribe. I was meaning like using maybe the sandworms as the replacement for Zoshir
I
in a
don't think
way.
a sandworm could lead an army.
no,
Yeah, but I don't know. Religion and okay.
no, the way that the Fremen revere Shai Hulud is as like the hidden god, like it's
Okay.
out there. It's also they kind of equate it also as the devil simultaneously. Like it is
Gotcha.
God and it is the devil.
Okay.
So yeah, so that they can't really entrust that uh, powerful role of a messiah to, you know, the old grandfather of the desert. Like, that's not the same thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
I
with
think
him, it's very particular because Zashir is of of the Fremen and from Arrakis. Go ahead.
I think at this point we all just have to have faith.
You see, Merlat stifles the urge to grimace, and he's like sweating bullets over here, and he's like, I suppose you're right, and truer words haven't been spoken. Of course, they come from a holy woman. If you're ready for this task ahead of you, Zoshir, we can proceed when you're ready. But the sooner, the better.
Ready.
Very well. Unless there are any other objections, any last business that you need to attend to, now is the time. Otherwise, we can send word and have the preparations made for first thing for later tonight.
I plan on returning.
Okay. He bows respectfully and leaves the room. You all have anything to say or do?
I tap him on the shoulder, and I'm like, "Good luck, my friend." And then
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna go play with my son, my children.
Play with the twins.
I'm going to tell, as Varys walks to the nursery, I'm going to take a moment to tell Zoshir. I'm not really allowed to talk about what happens in the ritual. But if you survive, it will open up your ancestral memories. And I'm sorry for you for that.
Your condolences are appreciated. I don't look forward to knowing the Harkonnen.
At the very least, your grandfather had a reputation as one of the only decent ones. And I'm sure your father was a fine person as well, so you'll at least have that buffer.
Thank you.
But go in knowing that you will survive, and you will survive because you are the Mahdi.
That is the plan.
And Daphne will just leave without saying anything else.
You overhear all of this, and you see everybody kind of leaving the chamber. Ryza, how did she internalize or externalize this, as it were?
I think she's trying to get a read on Zoshir. Because I'm sure she probably heard the conversation last week with Daphne and Zoshir about his own doubts. So I'd like to get a read on Zoshir. Zoshir is this just going with the plan, or does he actually have faith in himself?
That's a really good question. I think I know the answer, but I'll allow Zoshir to make a discipline roll, and for you to make a understand or discipline, whichever fits best for
The
Ryza.
discipline Kazagul Pranobendu.
Very good. Yeah, so you can make that, and if you have observation as a focus, you can take
I
it
have
as well.
espionage. Will that
You're
apply
spying
to-
on him, so sure.
Yeah,
You're
cool.
trying to get the body language right. You have 4 momentum that you can pull from to roll additional dice. Any of you?
I am not going to pull momentum.
I will be respectful of that the treaty we have to
Oh!
not use momentum on this.
Oh,
That seems like
Someone's
it's
an open
bad.
book.
oh! I
Um,
double failed so hard. That. Jeez.
I'll go ahead and re-roll that 20 with Pranabendu.
Oh, excellent choice. Good luck, he says.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay, nat 20. Terrible. Okay. So you think
Still got to read at least.
you think he seems distracted, to say the least. He's a lot of what's going on right now is a little bit too much, even for the Mahdi.
Does this count as obtain information? Can I pay you a threat for 2 extra questions with hyper awareness?
Wow.
Uh, let's jack it up to 2 threat.
Okay, I'll
Okay,
accept that bargain.
sure. Okay, ask away.
I want to know if he has doubts still.
Absolutely. Am I off base there, Ambrose?
No. He has less doubts than he did before, thanks to Daphne. But and actually even less doubts knowing that the Prana Bindu is how the Bene Gesserit get through this.
Mhm.
Um, but yes, he still has doubts.
Yeah.
Can I bank that one? The second question for the moment.
Sure.
Awesome. All right, she will approach us here. Then after that,
Okay. So share your lovers here. Begin.
Concubine.
Rough go, bro. That's what counts.
Madi,
Yes.
forgive me for performing the role I was instructed to do by the Sayadina Council, but I still sense doubts in you, and you will die if you drink the water of life right now.
Urza, how does one build faith out of nothing?
I'll go ahead and use my question right now because this feels like innuendo, and I want to know what Soshir is asking her exactly. If he's asking about himself or her.
Mm. I'm pretty sure Zashir's referring to themselves when it comes to where this faith can come from or materialize from,
Sorry.
which actually it might be a bit of an indictment on Zashir's lack of faith, if anything. Let me know if I'm getting that reading wrong.
No, you are not. I was just laughing at Drea. Chat.
It's hilarious.
Maji, um, I don't understand what you mean by faith on nothing. Do you not know your own accomplishments? The Adwali walk among Fremen. Raban is dead. Arrakis will be the Fremens again soon. You survived an ambush by the smugglers, I'm told as well. How much more do you need to accomplish before you believe in yourself as everyone else does?
You know, I guess what really. If I could get it out of my head, how much the Bene Gesserit manipulate things in order for these things to happen.
Allow me to be a bit transparent with you, Madi. It's not just you. They've manipulated things for centuries, millennia. It's what the Order was designed to do, in fact. I know that won't engender any more trust to me after telling you so, but you should be aware every Bene Gesserit is out to use you, including Sayadina Daphne, including the Sayadina Council.
And see, that's where my faith falters. If this was all meant to be, would it not happen without their interference?
They won't interfere, in fact. The ritual is a private thing. They will be there to watch you undergo it, but no one would dare interfere with the taking of water of life. Not when they're so close to achieving a goal that's been like I said, millennia in the making. If you are the Mahdi, like I know you are, like Kyra knew you were, Like even Sayidina Daphne knows you are.
They truly believe in this ritual.
Yes.
And this is a moment where Zoshir has a realization that there's still some aspects of things that the Bene Gesserit can't touch. And this is kind of a moment of acceptance for him.
Mm. He gains some uh, inkling of faith for himself in himself.
Yes.
Oh, very good.
You have to I think Rice is probably clocked so sheer at this moment, so I'm just gonna move forward as if she
Mhm.
notices this. And she's going to say, Madi, you've accomplished so much without the Bene Gesserit by your side. Consider that. Not everything is manipulation. Some things are your own achievements, your own doing. Think of your whole life and think of how often there was a Bene Gesserit lurking. Probably not often, I imagine.
Thank you, Risa.
You're welcome, Madi.
So I suppose Ryza inspires you to some extent, Zoshir.
She definitely has no ulterior motives at all.
None.
Nah.
Not at all.
But with that, unless there's anything else, we can move to the next scene. Night Bow.
I just want to. Aww. I just want to put it out there that with the time that Zoshir has before the ritual, he would like to spend some time in solace, meditating.
Okay. Yeah, you take some time to kind of dwell on everything that's coming and like how every decision that you've made and every other decision that was made has led you to this moment. You think about your parents and how they absolved you of any feelings of vengeance that you felt towards the Adwali for their deaths and for the destruction of your siege, and how that decision that you had made also led you to this juncture, and how it may proceed should you survive this ritual. Everybody waits with hushed breath when you gather together to see this firsthand. Um, it's a it's a short ride south by Worm to reach the locale where you will be undertaking the ritual. I'll, for the brevity of time, we'll just kind of eschew a lot the calling of the worm and so on and so forth. Um, it is customary for the Mahdi to be doing this on his own, and at least as far as like calling the worm and uh, approaching it, grabbing a hold of it. Needless to say, you're an accomplished Fremen at this point, and I have no doubts that you would falter in doing any of those things. So you successfully summon the worm, and the rest summon more to go with that, and they follow in your trail to the siege. Second. Yeah, this is the right mount stuff. Okay, very good. Let's go. Is Risa going with the group here to sort of
I
witness
mean,
this? She is on the side,
yeah,
council-ish.
she was appointed to be Zoshir's advisor for this and Sayadini in waiting, so I'm presuming she's going to at least witness the part that they're allowed to witness.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all the pieces are in place. You all arrive. Um, the Sayadina Daphne, along with yourself, Riza, are riding atop of one of the worms in one of those like, I forget what they're called exactly, but it basically how it's they basically strap this huge tent on the top of the worm, and you're having to sit
Palanquin.
for the duration of this trip and awkwardly in the same area with vicinity with one another.
It's a palanquin.
Palanquin, thank you. Yes. So you have a little bit of time to chit chat, unless you want it to be, hands off, so to speak, and keep to yourself.
I'm not talking to Riza.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I also do have Varys with me, just for
Sure.
general bodyguard purposes.
Yeah. Merlat just sent two of his face dancers to act as innocuous, bodyguards. The rest of the people here are Fedaykin and Sayadina's only for the most part. They undergo the ritual that late in the evening. So a few hours before sunrise, you're all kind of exhausted, and yet this has to be done. So they receive you into the main chamber, where towards the center there's like a big deep sink full of sand, and what appears to be the smaller makers rummaging about. One of the catchers lures it out, and a group of these Fremen grab it, and they take it to the chamber to be drowned. Maybe about 20 minutes later, they come out with the illuminating poison. And they kind of gesture for Zoshir to lay down and rest, and to take, say, his last goodbyes or what have you, to present company, friends and family and beloveds, before they undertake it. Is there anything you want to say or do before you commit to this?
No, he is resolute that he needs no goodbyes.
I'll be right back. Okay. Do any of you say or do anything as Zoshir is preparing to take the poison?
If he makes eye contact with Daphne, she'll give him a "you got this" look, but won't say anything.
Yeah, a confident smile, perhaps. Nothing from anybody else. Okay.
Yeah, Riza will just give a nod and a knowing smile.
Okay. So they lay you down and they go over the ritualistic speeches and things before administering the poison. To you, they say, "May he be the one," and they proceed to pour the poison down into this funnel and right into your mouth. It's filtered enough that only a drop falls on your tongue before they immediately move it back, and you think that's a little paranoid at first, and then things start to get dark around you. You start to hear voices. The eyes, the blue eyes of the Fremen seem to peer at you from this darkness. It's almost as if you're moving into another world, or moving through a curtain that you didn't know existed, and that now encompasses a new world, the real world. The voices that you hear are familiar and alien to you. Some of them you recognize as part of your earliest memories of your parents, of your siege. You hear the echoes of your friends down the hall. You smell the aroma of melange with the everywhere in the siege. You hear the women and their children singing as they weave spice fiber. You're assaulted by all of these emotions and sensations. But you also hear another voice, and one that you've never heard of before. It's grating. It's booming. It's domineering. and it has like this predator like tone to it, like a snake, low and guttural almost. So you're the one, Conan, it says. This voice seems to come from somewhere above you, and you look expecting to see a face or perhaps a suggestion of a form, but there's nothing. You're in this darkness with all these other voices, with all these other people around you, but you can't pinpoint who's who. And then suddenly, you start to feel yourself sort of falling away from all of this and falling into this void um, that is awash with, almost as if you're cast um, into the desert itself, like sinking in quicksand, like almost like you're being consumed by all of your experiences and all of the voices that are calling out to you at once. Memories start to flood your mind, those that belong to you and those that don't belong to you. You see the lives of women and men, from birth to death, over and over and over again. And as this happens, you all see Zoshir just sort of lean back and fall back down onto some cushions, and the reverent ones kind of gather around them, and they appear to be praying and whispering to Shai Hulud. They will be doing this for the next 12, 24 hours, however long it takes for the Mahdi to come back from the induction of the water of life. So Shir, I need you to make a difficulty 5 test under discipline. If you fail, you will die.
So I'm going to use that momentum, if that's okay.
Yeah,
And that was a discipline roll, you said?
it is a discipline roll. Yes, you need to get 5 successes or more to succeed. There's a chance.
How many momentum do I need to give you to get?
Well, you roll 2 automatically. If you wanted to get the maximum amount, which I highly recommend, you'd have to give me 6. But since you don't have 6, you could spend 4 and give me 2 threat instead. And you can roll 5 dice.
I'm in.
You're in. Okay, so 0 momentum. And I have 16 threat to throw at you now. Cool, right? That being said, you have 2 bennies.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah, we've got Daphne and Risa. 2 pennies.
So then. Oh!
I live!
Whoa!
I live!
Look at you. 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit, yeah, with 1 to spare even. Dang, you didn't have to re-roll anything. That was a perfect roll. Man, I don't know what you and Leo made perfect rolls when it came to that those moments where it's like, oh,
Yep.
live or die thing. Okay, yeah, no, you got it. Okay. So I can consult my things here. Wasn't sure this was gonna happen, but here we are. Okay.
I live. Yay.
You go cold, and you go into this very psychedelic, strange experience where you're seeing the previous lives of your ancestors play out in such a way that you are them re-experiencing those memories, and you kind of go forward and back through all of them. Your mind is opened such that you're not only seeing events from the past and from the present, but also you're catching glimpses of things from the future. This is, after all, Spice Essence. You know what they're going to say after this. You know that they're going to call you the Kwisatz Haderach because you survived. You are the Lisan al Gaib, the voice from the outer world. And when you emerge from this place days from now, from this comatose state that you will be in, uh, you will be completely changed. You are no longer the same person that walked into this chamber. You are now, in a strange way, an amalgamation of all that came before you. And you feel yourself as you're rising back up to the surface of your body. You feel a someone grasp out and try to hold you back, to try to usurp your power, your autonomy, and to assert their dominance over your life, over your body. And your inward eye turns ever so slightly to glimpse this pale, bald face of this man who they call the Baron Harkonnen. He sneers at you, knowing that you are, compared to him, much stronger in spirit and resolve. And you're able to tune out and to block the voice, his dominant voice, his commands, to allow him to take part in the land of the living once again, suggesting that he is very much dead. Something not many people know, but something that you know for certain. When you a lot of time goes by for the people who are up top, and the Fremen there bring out cots and things for you to be accommodated for the time, or if you wish, you can get back on the worm, or summon a worm outside, or get in an ornithopter and fly back to Sahaya Tabir. I'm assuming that generally nobody here is going to leave his side until this is done.
No. As a Saiyadina on the Council of Saiyadinas, I wouldn't leave him. Also, I'm not leaving him, with Ryza around.
Still
Oh,
don't trust her,
God.
understandably so. Yeah, so these petitioners are there, their knees practically bloody, after, a day or two of constant prayer. They're practically passing out, until finally Zoshir's eyes open and he is alive once more. You sit up, Zoshir, and the parishioners are rejoice. They genuflect and they yell out, Lisan al-Gaib, Lisan al-Gaib. And everyone stares somewhat, many of them in reverence, but many of them in disbelief. They didn't believe that this would be possible. They didn't believe in you. They didn't believe that you were, in fact, their Messiah. The voices that are still with you say, speak and command them. These are your people. You are the one they've been waiting for this whole time. And another voice says, dispose of the non-believers and give their water to the desert. What do you do?
So Shir gets kind of an uncharacteristic smile on his face. Just a slight, like, smirk. And he'll look at the ones who didn't believe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe now?
Oh, Mahdi! They drop to their knees, and they bow their heads in obedience and reverence of you.
We have work to do.
They are weak, the voice says. Their water must be taken, lest others fall to the same weakness.
So when someone who's got these memories, do they tend to, and I'm asking like canon wise, do they like talk back to them, or do they just kind of listen and do what they want to do? Like, how
Yeah.
does that?
So on your character sheet, you can add a talent now called Other Memory. You have effectively what um, Rachel's character Daphne has. However, yours goes in both directions. She only has access to the female side of of their ancestors. You have access to both. I believe the line from the original Lynch Dune, "For he is the Kwisatz Haderach," which is, I suppose, something that you should be joyous about. And yet, there's something within all of this that you don't feel like the same person anymore. You have changed. How is up to you exactly. But the voices don't stop. They keep talking. You are undeniably the powerful of the uh, um, personalities that reside within your body right now. That much is for sure. Because if you had failed, or if you had gotten a lot of complications, there would have been a good chance that you would have been possessed, and you would
Ooh.
have not liked that.
No, I
It-
don't think I would have.
It got real weird real fast when the Baron possessed Paul's sister in canon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor
So
Paul's sister.
Alia,
She goes
the
through it.
tragic. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's you have definitely changed. There's no way you couldn't change. Let me put it to you that way, because now everything that you didn't have an understanding of is suddenly clear as day. You're standing atop of the dune face, and you're looking outward in one direction towards the future, and in the other direction to the past. It is all laid out and open for you. You can see these things now. You can catch those glimpses, and you can kind of manipulate them in your mind and look at them like a crystal through different facets and find different things there that you didn't see before. Um, you know what is potentially going to happen, and you know that you have a part to play in all of this. Um, but you also know that, for instance, if you spare these people here that were weak, they will conspire against you in the future. Because there will be moments where you will falter, and their doubt will return twofold, and others will join them against you. Those people will be set to harm the people that you love, including you. And so, on the one hand, yes, you could spare them and take them with you into the future that you know so well, the paradigm that exists in your mind. However, it changes regularly, but you have a firm grasp on it. And yet, if you take their water now, you avoid a cascade of decisions and movements that will ultimately impact you and the Fremen on Arrakis.
Hmm.
This is one of those moments. This is one of those junctures where you have to make a decision. In the past, you have spared your enemy and have reaped the fruits of that labor, such as with the Adwali. Of course, you know that in and of itself. Looking back now with this sort of oracular um, vision, you're able to see that even that in and of itself has its own set of consequences going into the future. How do you want to proceed?
So these non-believers, are they like, are they Bene Gesserit? Are they
No, they're
um
Fremen. They
they're
they they
Fremen?
are, yeah. They're here they're knowledgeable in how the water of life functions, and they are knowledgeable in the the deep lore of the Fremen, and like how the the prophecy of the Lisan al Gaib. However, not everybody's on the same page as far as like how much faith they have in what they've been taught.
Oof. And what had the first voice said? I remember very well what the second one said.
Command them. They said the first voice said to command them because you are the chosen one. You are the one that Fremen people have been waiting for this whole time. Accept your role. Accept who you are. And command the faithful.
Oh boy.
I mean, this
Yeah,
is
no
what
pressure.
turned Daphne so passive.
Oh no, you cut out.
Uh-oh.
How's that?
But there you
Yeah.
go.
Alright. Had to wiggle a USB cord. But no, this is what Daphne went through that made her so pacifist, so...
Yeah.
But she was ready to murder Amira beforehand.
I mean, would she not if she got the chance?
Now, no, she changed. That's what the Water of Life does.
It does, yeah. Changes.
You'd find other ways to subdue her, though.
So he's actually going. Okay.
And by the
He
way,
wants.
if any
Yes.
of the choices that you make conflict with any of your statements, this would be the time to cross that out and adopt a new statement.
Where are my statements? All for the good of the siege. Arrakis is sacred. Shai-Hulud is the most sacred of all things, and the greatest truth is destiny. Meh. They
Oh,
seem
okay.
on point.
Yeah.
Question, Eric. Reza
Yeah.
has not obviously not undergone the agony,
Right.
but she does know what happens, I presume.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Riza will approach Zoshir then, as he's kind of like clearly lost in his own head. Madi,
Yes.
I'm glad my faith was placed correctly. You need to command your people, though. There's time for reverie later. And then she'll step like behind him to like the
Mhm.
side. Very Bene Gesserit position.
Of course. You have a point of momentum, by the way, after that you gain from your role. So if you wanted to spend it to ask a question, I have no choice but to answer truthfully. If you wanted to take that route.
No, I gotta make this decision. The player is indecisive. Cause do I turn Zoshir into a hard ass, or do I maintain that he preserves the life of all of the Fremen? Because that was his motivation, was that everyone becomes free.
I mean, I think because like part of this whole arc was dealing with Zoshir's self-doubt. Like, whatever happens, he should just be from now on incredibly confident in
That's
what
true.
he's doing.
For good or for ill.
Yeah. And he probably
Okay.
knows that Daphne would cock block him trying to be violent.
Mm. So my first thought would be to send them basically on a suicide mission.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What
Um,
what is the task that you want to give them?
Take out another Harkonnen.
Mm. Are you specific or just like go kill Harkonnens now?
Who do we have left on our hit list?
Just Fade, or rather, you know for a fact that it's just Fade because the Baron Harkonnen, tried to reach out to you when you were inducted into the other memory. So you
Yeah,
know
so
that
he'd know
motherfucker's
that
dead.
the Baron's dead.
You're one of the few people who know that.
Okay. So he'll take a look at the unbelievers.
Hmm.
Baron is dead.
They look at
Our
each other
next
like, how would you
task
know that?
is fate. You, who did not believe, you will bring me his water.
They deny that they never had any doubts whatsoever about you being the Mahdi, and oh no, please don't. But they're like, of course we will take the water of that filthy Harkonnen. You know, no offense, and they were, you know, and they gather the things and they immediately set off to go summon a worm and ride to Carthag.
Yeah, and if they all die, so be it.
Well, you see, Zoshir is alive. Unless there's anything else that you want to say or do here while you have him, we can move forward with the next scene.
All Raza will say after that is, I'm here should you need advice, Madi, though I imagine you have so many voices giving you such currently. Mine
Hmm.
will remain outside your head.
He hears this, but it like takes him a second. It's almost like a very delayed reaction, and he'll kind of just look back at you and nod. But it's very obvious he's kind of distracted by the new.
Mhm.
Uh,
Absolutely.
Daphne will also approach him. I'm glad you survived.
Uh, he will he will look at you just directly in the eyes, and if Daphne doesn't shy away, he'll
Mhm.
just gently caress her jawline, and then his hands go down. Just
Yeah,
drops
she
his
won't
hands.
stop him. Did you mean what you said about the Baron being dead?
Yes, he spoke to me.
That probably explains why Norma's vanished.
Um, Eric, if one of I don't want to say what assets Raza has, but Betty Desert have their own hand language, correct? I
Yes.
know that Daphne's going to read this, but she's going to hand signal to some of her followers to spread the word that the Baron's been killed by the Mahdi.
Ha! Ha ha ha! Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you
So
want me to roll
now,
for it, that asset has a quality to it. So,
oh shit.
I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like you could probably do it while Zoshir has like his hand on her cheek, because
oh yeah, that's perfect.
she wouldn't be
It's a
Yes,
paying
very
attention to
opportunistic.
Ryza.
yes,
Yeah,
perfect.
absolutely. Now, this poses an interesting problem for the Sisterhood, though, because if the Baron is gone, and the only one left in the line is Fade, and they had designs upon Fade, and then Zoshir has just dispatched people to go try to kill him, they're going to object very highly to this.
Well, unless you tell the Sisterhood, hey, we've got him, we found him.
Mhm.
Oh, I mean, that's kind of a given. I think that rumor is going to spread regardless of what Ryza does. She wants to spread the rumor that it was Zoshir that killed the Baron.
Oh,
Specific,
oh, I
that
see.
is what, because currently he's the only one who knows the Baron's dead, so very easy rumor to spread.
Mm-hmm. Uh, for that to tailor that particular rumor so that the Mahdi has killed the Baron, yeah, that'll require a communication test,
Oh
and
boy, I'm bad at that.
whatever you get, you can add the quality of your
Okay.
asset to it. Yeah,
I will sped that momentum we have because we're gonna lose it when we change scenes anyway.
I'll spend 2 threat and raise the difficulty to a 3.
Okay.
Let's see.
Did I click on the right one? I did. Okay. So
Mm,
I think 19's a complication, but with my
it
quality, that's
is.
5 total.
Oh shit! I didn't realize you had that. Wow.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So there's a complication which we can say, unless you want to buy it off of me for 2 threat.
I'm
Uh,
fine with the complication to this. Yeah.
okay. So yeah, they probably say that. Oh yeah, the Mahdi killed the Baron, and now there's only one Harkonnen left. It's Harkonnen on Harkonnen. Like that also gets out. Like, oh, the Mahdi is a Harkonnen as well, and he's making a play for House Harkonnen, and that's going to be the underlying truth there to that rumor.
Honestly, that's kind of worked for Horizon. It's like end game.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Nadine's gonna have the best day ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when Fade Rotha dies. Then he gets the house.
Yeah. That means yeah. So there's definitely going to be some conflict there, because Fade Rotha does not want to share the power right now, especially with his brother finally out of the way. All right, so that was a good scene. Let's shift the camera over to the Ark as Eloise marches into Edric's chambers.
Well, we are halfway through the show if you want to take a break.
Yes. Did everybody want to take a break for 10 minutes and then we'll come back and we'll resolve that scene?
Yes, however, at some point, Zoshir would like to speak with Ryza alone.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. So, all right, we'll put a pin in that, and we'll take our mid-show break. We'll come back in 10 minutes, and we'll resolve that, and then we'll deal with the potentially dead navigator. Don't go away. And we're back. Where we last left off, we were going to transition over to the Ark, but there was one last scene that our players wanted to have back on Arrakis before we head back over. After you survived the water of life and the agony that came with it, Zoshir, you see Ryza approaches you. She would like a word alone, if possible.
Oh, I
Is
thought
it
that
the
was going to be
reverse?
vice versa.
Yeah, I thought it was the reverse. I thought it's so sheer wanted to talk to Ryza in
Oh, I'm
private.
sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Ignore me. Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
Proceed.
So he'll get closer than he usually stands to her. Risa,
Yes, Maddie.
without any lying or pretense, what do you want? Genuinely.
For the record, Maddie, I've spoken no falsehoods to you. Have I manipulated? Yes, it's in our nature. I admitted that to you already once. What I want, I already have one piece of. I have the child of the Kwisatz Haderach. Your line will continue, which has been the Bene Gesserit's goal for centuries. The other thing I want, I was an adamant disciple of Kyra's, but I imagine you haven't seen her writings. I think probably Sayadine and Daphne has them. Towards the end, things were so muddied, I don't know that she could be trusted to be a true leader anymore. And I wanted to step in and take that role. It is why I aligned myself with you.
I owe you. We'll see what I can do.
You need do nothing, Madi, for my sake. I have secured my place as Sayadine in training and your advisor. And I will commit to that role fully. If you need anything from me, I am at your disposal.
Very well.
On a mechanical note, for the other memory talent, what that involves is anytime that you want to make an understand roll with something that pertains to like far back knowledge, you can gain automatically 3 successes for that before you even roll.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
The Bene Gesserit just get to repeatedly slam the I win button in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you have a tremendous wealth of font of knowledge available to you at all times, and that's how that's represented mechanically speaking. So unless there's anything else, we'll proceed back to the Ark with Eloise as she prepares to face Edric, the not so entertainer. The doors to his chambers open. When you get the aroma immediately of melange just sort of leaking out from his incredibly large sized tank. And you can hear his words echoing off the walls before you even see him, as he's apparently been expecting you. Administrator, you've returned. Welcome back.
Indeed.
I trust your trip bore fruit.
Such ripe fruit, Edric. Um, I assume there's probably other guild personnel here.
Yeah.
Eloise dismisses them and says, "Guard the doors to the room, please."
They do as you say.
She'll go to his tank, and I presume she has access to like whatever palm lock or whatever to step inside said tank.
No, he has a personal shield
Oh,
that only he is allowed inside of it, unless he disables it for maintenance or what have you. So in other words, it's a pentashield. It's like there's something like the Baron would use to protect himself on Gidi Prime, and the only way to get through is with this particular token that reads, "Oh, you're allowed," so the shield automatically deactivates when the token passes through. So he's protected here. If he senses that you're about to approach, he could just activate the shield.
I see.
You know this, so I'm just telling you in advance.
Okay. She'll walk to the front of the tank and be like, "Do you feel secure in there, Edric? Safe from repercussions?"
Do I have any reason to be unsecure, Administrator?
You tell me, Edric. How does your prescience feel right now? She says as she gets right up against the glass, so her zone is now like over him. What do
My
you see
prescience.
happening?
My prescience has been clouded of late. There are many hands moving and interfering with our plans. There are many unknowns that were not there previously that are there now.
There certainly are, Edric. Like my uncle's child being kidnapped from the Ark. Something that should only have been possible if it was allowed. Why don't you tell me about your plot with the Bene Gesserit and the Bene Twi'leksu?
Partnering with the Bennett Tlilax and the filthy Tlilaxu is not something that the guild is prone to do quickly or easily. What exactly are you insinuating here, Administrator?
I'm implying your conspiracy has gone further and deeper than I thought.
Conspiracy. You're speaking, of course, of the face dancer, infiltrator, that my security was recently able to
No,
acquire.
I had a very enlightening conversation with Count Fenring, you see, Edric.
And what did that snake tell you?
Well, that there was a triad conspiracy.
And you, of course, believe him.
Why would he lie to me at this point?
Because he is a liar.
I know when someone's lying to me, Edric.
Hmm? Do you know when? Oh, does that also include yourself, Administrator?
Eloise is gonna pull out the knife she got. I forgot the name of the Sardaukar world. She still
Oh,
has the
Delusa.
knife.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Yeah.
She's not like threatening, she's just tapping it on the tank.
Yeah.
I've kept this since I was exiled, even though chunks of it are missing now thanks to what was done to me and having my beloved memories ripped from me.
Something that I have offered to assist you with, and yet you
Why
rebuff
would
me
I?
at every turn.
Because I cannot trust you, Edric.
You've trusted me this far. I am your advisor, or rather, your second advisor. The first, of course, was a Tleilaxu face dancer,
Only for a week.
evidently. Hmm. And was that your oversight, or was it mine?
Column A, column B.
Very well, then. We will share in this lapse of security. If the Bennett if the Bennett Tlilax and the Sisterhood are working in some sort of conspiracy against you, then you have very few allies to look to, but myself and your company.
How convenient for you.
Administrator, please. Your trust is misplaced in someone like Hasimir Fenring. The
I
second in
don't.
command to the Emperor and his oldest friend. You believe his word over that of someone who belongs in your own organization, who has a real stake in the survival and your survival. Astonishing.
Count Fagring has a stake in the survival of his dear friend and the Imperium now that he's been
Precisely.
carried.
He will say and do anything to make you believe what he says. Like I
Couldn't
said,
the
he is a
same
snake.
couldn't the same be said of you, Edric?
I think the same could be said of you, Administrator. because you and I both know that we share something very clear in common with one another. You and I are both survivors, are we not? He gestures to your blade.
Eloise, she sit back and like the kid beneath her administrator, like regalia. Yes, I am a survivor, as you well know.
And you know that in order to survive, we must do what we must to persevere.
Indeed, I've taken the shambles of the guild that, let's be honest, you share some fault in this happening by targeting me and my family instead of using us.
Once again, I will reiterate, I did not take those actions against you and the Cheshire family. That was a decision made by the guild leadership that was entrusted to me. In retrospect, I am glad that I failed their mission.
Uh, can I bullshit detect? I realize
Yes.
I lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I assume you're gonna set the difficulty.
I don't think I ever came up with a character sheet for this guy.
Okay.
That's one of the things that I always kick myself after a session, like, God damn it, I should have done that. But obviously, he's going to be very good at covering his own ass.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, I'm going to spend some threat so that he rolls a couple dice here. I'll spend 3, so he roll 4. We'll say his target number, communication. Let's see. This is discipline. His communications versus your discipline. So we'll say.
Oh, can I argue for communicate because I have deceit and I spent time with navigators, so it's not like their facial like I realize
Oh,
they're weird.
true. This is
Yes.
true. It's you can't really body check them. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna roll
Okay.
4. His target number I'm gonna say is 14. So if he
Okay.
rolls anything 14 or less, he gets a success. Here we go. Okay, I got 1, 2 successes because the legend continues. Yeah, so you just have to be 2 successes to tell.
I'll give you a threat for
Okay,
third dice.
sounds good.
Um I assume my deception focus applies because
Certainly.
I know a bullshit artist. 4.
Wow. Yeah, so you get double your money back. Okay. Let's see here. 2. Okay. So yeah, you immediately can tell that he is being truthful to you in that uh killing destroying the nexuses were not entirely his idea, that he was basically facilitating a thing for the head of the guild and who are now dead, the council. But at the same time, he is absolutely covering his ass over this his link to these conspiratorial groups with the Bene Gesserit and the Tililaxu. He knows they were on board. He's not an idiot.
Okay, that saves me a question.
Hmm.
Um, so I'll spend a momentum for a extra question that you
Sure.
must answer truthfully. Is this just he let it happen, or he facilitated it?
Oh,
Like
he let it happen. He didn't
but
plan
but
on.
he's not part of it.
Right, but he knew that these people were on board and he knew what they were doing. He was just like, turning off the comm eye, not watching what's going on.
Okay. I will save the momentum.
Okay.
I think. Hold on. Is there anything else I want to ask him? Actually, I will. I will spend another one because I have a very direct question that I'm curious about.
Okay.
Who's Edric loyal to?
Himself.
I figured that was the answer. Okay. So, knowing that now,
Hmm.
Eloise is like, it's convenient that I spent so much time among navigators and come closer to what you are. that I've even learned to spot when you're full of shit. You allowed the Bene Gesserit and the Twi'lexu to take the child. You may not have been a part of the conspiracy, but you allowed it. And I know that you are no ally of mine. You only loyal to yourself.
Consider the consequences for interfering in the Bene Gesserit's plans within plans. What do you think the retaliation would be against us?
I hate that I see wisdom in your words, Edric. I truly do.
Then we have an understanding.
For now, Edric, we do. If I find out you've allowed something like this again, you've betrayed me, I will be in that tank and I will take my time. It will be a slow, painful death. And I know that your limbs don't work so good anymore. Do we understand one another?
Yes. Thank you for your time, Administrator.
Advisor Edric. She just turns on her heel after that and fucking leaves.
He sweats in navigator speak, like, oh shit. Emotes however that happens. Fish face. All right. You leave your confrontation with Edric and the doors shut behind you. Where do you go from here? It sounds like you have plans still to go to Kaitane and confront folks there. I think we lost Aaron, but I think she froze on
Oh
a really
no.
cool image.
Yeah, that's a
That was
fun
a
expression.
fantastic freeze.
Oh my. Um, Assuming that she comes out, she's probably going to call everybody
Yep,
together
there
to
she
kind of
goes.
regather all of you and oh, fucking great. uh, we can switch over to Kaitane and see what Amira's been up to if you're up for it. We can just kind of hit the fast forward button on her recent aims to acquire aid in uh, getting access to the Black Archives. If you want to go that route,
Um, yes, but if someone wants to take up a little bit more time,
sure,
I'm doing the producer stuff.
no problems. Let's see, Archibald.
Yes.
Aboard the Ark, you just found out not too long ago, after the recent meeting, while Eloise is off speaking with the other navigator on board, that your child was taken by the Bene Gesserit to Chapter House, also known as Wallachdig's. How do you respond to this? And how do you, more importantly, perhaps, how do you react to Yue's very guilty admission to your group in the private confines of this chamber?
Where is UA, by the way?
He's up against the wall, facing the room, facing all of you, and he's got one hand on his elbow and one hand staring down to the floor in a very obvious sort of guilt-ridden body posture.
I'm gonna ask UA. I thought I could trust you. Did you
He
do what I asked
says
earlier?
he says nothing about that first line. What is it that you're referring to when you ask him what he did?
The message to get to Paul and um Jessica.
I did send out a communication as you bade me, Commander. He says he doesn't know how to refer to you, so he just says like a commander, like Archibald.
At least you're not. At least you're not that stupid. Definitely tell me your loyalties lie.
I owe the Atreides tremendously, he says.
I'm sure they do. So, what are we gonna do to make this right?
there's not much I can do on my end to make this right, as you say. Um, all I can do is assume the blame for me. I was too weak. You do know what the Bene Gesserit are capable of. Yes, my wife Wana was one of them.
Yeah, and that should give you insights into how the Bene Gesserit think, how they what what necessarily we could do.
I just need you to know, Commander, that there was nothing I can do in the moment to resist their efforts to retrieve your child.
Did they force you to do this?
He looks down again. And just by judging, but from everything that he said and from everything that you know, your mind is like running a mile a minute here with your newfound abilities. So like you're starting with especially with the mentat memories and training and stuff like that that you've sort of inducted. You're kind of putting everything together before he even speaks, and you already know the answer to the question as soon as you ask it. They used a voice on him, and he was not strong enough to resist.
You weren't forced. They used the voice on you, didn't they?
Yes.
Well, at least you didn't do it willingly. Softens the blow for me, anyways.
I doubt that this is true, he says. No nothing can mask or balm the loss of a child. Um,
Loss.
truly, Commander, I am sorry. This is not something that can easily be forgiven or alleviated in any way.
No, but I also know how heartless and twisted the Bene Gesserit can be. I'm not going to completely blame you because they probably did do something, but
I don't know what their designs are for your child, but I suspect it has something to do with your newly acquired abilities.
how did they know about my newly acquired abilities?
I don't know. And that's when the doors open and Eloise walks in, fresh from her meeting with Edric.
Do we have momentum?
You do
No.
not.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
I
I'm going to
mean,
use
you could pay threat.
I think I have an ability that I could potentially
How much threat are we at?
like 17.
12.
We're at
Daunt.
12.
12.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not too bad at all.
Edric tried really hard to lie to me.
No, so what I am going to do is I am actually going to make, what is it? Not intense study, mind. Is it Mind Palace? No.
That's like the eidetic memory where like you remember all the
Yeah.
clues and everything and put it together in your mind.
Well, no, I know there's one where I could get um I think actually yeah, I'm going to use intense study.
Mm-hmm. Use understand for in place of something else? Or is that what that is?
It says once per scene, you may use your understand skill on a single skill test instead of the other skill, and you are counted as having a focus for that test. Okay, never mind. Actually, could I use Mind Palace on this? So I am looking to. I'm looking to figure out if they're. I'm going to recall on the past memory, especially within like the first week, because considering how many days has passed between me having these abilities and now.
How many days?
Yes.
It's only just been like not even a week.
Not even a week. Okay. So had to happen in between that span of time. So I want to look through my memories and I'm going to specifically look for any leak, traitor, or rat that could have seen what, because that's what I think it is. I think we have a mole in our situation.
Aha. I believe that Nadim was part of this council the last time. So he's here with Roy, which for the last week or so, you've seen him walking around the ship without the dog, which is kind of odd. But now he's here, and I'm pretty sure Eloise brought it up in the last meeting that you guys had been infiltrated. So you
Yes.
kind of already know the answer to that. It's because the Tleilaxu sent a face dancer to make believe they were Nadim for the better part of a week. So
Okay, so
that to you immediately. Okay. So face dancer and the Bene Gesserit took my kid within the same amount of time span. Conspiracy. You already know that they're working together, and like you know it before Eloise even tells you about her meeting with
Yeah, Eloise will like when she sees, because she was probably coming to see Archibald actually specifically, and is like,
Mhm.
um, and Eloise will probably have been like on the way. She's going to stop at her quarters to get the Ixion probe that has her memory in it,
Oh.
and then head to where like she'll see Archibald's in with Dr. Yui and be like, ah, perfect, and go there.
Mhm.
And then she walks in, she's like, Uncle, I'm sorry. It turns out even Edric was not part of this conspiracy to abduct your child, but
no, it was a
let it
fake
happen. No,
Oh shit.
So you're telling. Wait, I thought you were the leader of the guild.
Rio, she's frozen.
She's frozen.
Oh.
She is the leader of the guild. She is the administrator for the organization. However, Edric is kind of was the person who had that role before he abdicated it to her, and
Well,
now he
what I'm
serves as
asking
an
is
advisor.
there someone higher than Eloise? I'm going
No,
to assume
that's
not.
gone. That disappeared when Junction was destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is how can this be conspiracy unless this was completely Edric's doing? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what she's getting at is that
Okay.
he didn't have a direct uh connection to this conspiracy, but he nevertheless he allowed it to kind of happen. He allowed for the Bene Gesserit to swoop in and to snatch your kid and head out.
I wonder. I wonder what. I wonder what they threaten him with, or what they entice him with.
Oh, you're assuming that he was bribed for his
We all
involvement
know
in it.
how Edric is. Edric is a very selfish man. You know damn well he didn't do this.
I mean,
On the
everybody in
free
Dune is
spirits.
selfish to a certain extent, so that much is for, yeah. So nothing new there. Uh, so yeah, he from what you can tell from everything that Eloise tells you, like he's very much in this to protect himself, but um, there's nothing terribly incriminating available that says that he conspired openly with these two other factions to hold your kid hostage. So for right now, the only two people that you want to put in your sights are the Bene Gesserit and the Tleilaxu specifically.
Well, thing is
You
the
also have the Infiltrator themselves in lockup right now on board the Ark if you wanted to interrogate them.
I do. Um, so
Or just suck out his memories. I mean,
to a
you're in
certain
it
extent,
penny for a pound already with the heresy, so if you wanted
yeah,
to go that route.
pretty much. To be honest with you, it's not all lost because Eloise's child is kidnapped too, technically.
In a way, yeah, they're being used as a hostage.
Correct. So, yeah, I'm gonna
Welcome
write that
back.
here.
thank you.
You were mid-sentence, Aaron.
Yeah, so I the last thing I thought I was saying, and maybe you heard, was the Edric and the guild were not conspirators in this, but Edric did allow it to happen. Uh, his reasoning is not. I can't find fault in his reasoning because making an enemy of the Bene Gesserit at this point is not ideal.
By all means, we just got to get creative.
Yes, I think we need to resolve the issue on Kaitane first, and then we will get your child back, Uncle. I swear to you.
We will. We'll also get yours. We're in the same boat.
Yes, I know.
So,
There's another reason I came here. She'll pull the Ixion probe out.
Hmm.
Edric offered to assist me with this, but I don't trust him. His loyalty remains always to himself.
what do you want me to do with this?
I want my memories back.
Hmm.
Hmm. Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, the reason why I ask is, can you handle it? You were very, very unstable before this.
I'm not exactly stable now, Uncle.
True, but it could be even worse.
It's true. But
What? How would this help us?
I don't know that it will. It's for me.
Okay.
Dr. Yue, you can help facilitate this, I presume.
He kind of holds up his hands like this technology is beyond my understanding.
I know how to use it, Dr. Yue.
So you'll just assist and monitor my vitals and keep me from dying then, Doctor.
He seems conflicted at being asked to have a hand in this heresy of looking through people's memories and all that. But at this
Dr.
point,
Yue,
he's just
there's a shuttle waiting for you if you do not want to be part of this entourage any longer.
No, I understand, and I want to make this right. He says. He looks at Archibald when he says that.
And on another
Good.
note, Eloise, don't blame him too much. They used a voice on him. They were getting him whether he fought or not.
I don't, Uncle, I don't. I blame Edric for... Well, Edric did what he needed to do to keep himself safe, which is what he'll always do. But in this case, it also aligns with the fragile position the guild has now. Until we can reestablish ourselves, until we have some stability in the Imperium and All Father's influence removed, everything's fragile. I won't say it was a good choice, but I understand the choice.
I get it. I understand. I'll do what you ask.
I'm concerned that there's other things missing besides just Amira, is what it really is, Uncle. It
Like
could
what?
just be her, which
Like what?
she'll pull out the knife again and be like, I've saved this from my time in exile. I have no reason to anymore because my memories of it are so jumbled. I know there's no way I could have survived alone, but there's just this empty spot and it vexes me. There's so many empty spots. I'm not sure if they're all filled by Amira or if I've lost other things. And the only way to know is to put them back in.
That makes sense.
And let's get this over with.
By all means. I would also like... I'd also like... something from you. If I could.
Very well. Anything?
You're gonna go talk to the Emperor. I do need... Sorry, go on.
I've made arrangements with the Count. I understand he's not fully to be trusted, and you're going to have reservations like everyone else. The plan is to have the Count deliver the spice bribe from the Fremen, laced with the cure, with me as a quote-unquote prisoner.
No, I know. I guess the thing is I need my name cleared.
I have a nominal alliance with Fenring in so much as he's been willing to agree to get the Harkonnens off of Arrakis. So once the Emperor has been cured and I'm able to actually speak with the Emperor and not a facsimile of Allfather, I will do what I can.
Because the only reason I'm asking is right now my goal is to make two pilots of an entity, its own country that works alongside the Lanzarote. That is my goal, and I can't do that being a convict. And that is my biggest thing right now.
My goal is to clear the entire family name as well as the Atreides.
Okay.
Bringing a two-pile into the Imperium from exile is huge.
It
So
is.
yeah. Okay.
I can't be an exile. I can't be a convict. By all
Okay, so it
means.
sounds like you want to run this little experiment, dangerous as it may be. Okay, so Mr.
So,
Dr. Yui sets it up in the med bay, and whenever you're ready, he'll proceed.
so I am going to tell her, when this happens, you are going to be basically flooded with memories. You probably already know how this is going to work, considering you are who you are, but it's very intense.
You and I, Uncle, underwent the same torture.
Yes.
I'm prepared.
Okay. And that's when I press the button,
Mm,
take the red pill.
okay. Yeah, you hook up the electrodes and stuff like that, and you know how to operate this thing. It's been used against you both, actually.
Yep.
So yeah, and now you're doing it willingly. Is there anybody that you want to bring into this with you, or it's just the three of you, you two, and Yue?
I don't think she wants Lysander to see this, given Lysander's been in a fragile state of late.
Right.
Nadim will stay because if she goes, like, I think she'll have left instructions with Nadim to be like, have one of the face dancers impersonate me.
Oh, yeah.
One of my
when it
face
comes
dancers.
time. Sure.
If I perish here, like, we need to have someone that at least looks like me.
And I think the less everybody knows, the better in this situation, because obviously heresy, but plus
Yeah.
the sensitivity of the topic at hand as well.
Oh, yeah. Eloise will have turned off, like, calm eyes here, because I'm assuming she has access to all that stuff. Like, this is not... Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing here is being recorded.
And
Very
the
well.
cone of silence will be up.
Yeah,
Okay.
big scene dampener up.
Yeah, with the Ixian dampener up, no one can hear you scream.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. This is gonna be difficult for Archibald and for Eloise, because on Archibald's side, you're basically having to play detective with a puzzle piece that's in the millions. Like, you're just like, it's like somebody busted a window at a Macy's and then took all the glass, dropped it on the table, and said, "Okay, put it back together again."
Holy Jesus.
And do it perfectly, by the way. And for Eloise, it's basically, oh yeah, those fractures are your memories, and you're trying to bring them back into your mind without further fucking up your own brain or what memories you still have. So yeah, that's a really difficult task. Let's see. I'm gonna refer to the DM screen here, which, let's see, overcoming complex without the right tools. Okay. Complex lock in a hurry without the right tools.
I feel like this is going to be a big one, big roll.
Yeah,
Hey, it's a night of big rolls, apparently.
I was preparing to do something similarly with Amira's complex, resolution of the Black Archives. So we'll apply that to here as well. I'm gonna say that but maybe lesser so. We're gonna say you need a total of 20 successes between
Holy
the two,
Jesus.
between the two of you.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Now here's the fun part. That's easy, right? Because you could roll 2 dice at a time. The problem is complications.
Got yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So you want to, however many dice you want to roll, that's fine. However you want to get to 20, but you have to watch out for anything that is an 18, 19, or 20. If
Okay.
you
You
roll
have a
that is a
Benny.
complication. And remember, if you get a complication, there's 2 ways out of it. let it go through, or pay me threat.
Trey just gave us another Benny.
Okay, so you're at
and
3.
so did Mel, so 4.
Oh shit!
Our total.
The outpouring has
Give a
begun.
penny.
Yep.
Why didn't we see this when Zoshir was gonna die? I should have handled that better. Okay.
I'm not in this scene, Rachel. Can I give a penny? Dang it.
Can we know? I'm assuming this is a bad clock. Do we know how many pieces of the pie are in the bad clock?
It's not exactly a clock. It's not like if you get 3 or 5.
It's just everyone's gonna
complications.
fuck me up a little more.
Right. It's
Got
gonna
it.
push you that much further into insanity potentially, or your memories are gonna fracture even further.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I'm ready. If you're ready,
Yep, I am.
All right.
Ready as ever.
I assume on my end it's gonna be discipline.
Yeah, that makes sense. For Archibald, it's probably going to be understand.
I presume self-control is going to apply here.
I'll allow that. Yeah.
What about what about deductive reasoning?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. No, we don't have any momentum. Yeah, we don't got no momentum.
No.
We're gonna go truth because I'm trying to find the truth here. I'll give you some threat for an extra die there, Eric.
Sure.
I'll
Roll
also
3?
give you a threat for an extra die.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
14.
use right before Archibald starts it, I'm going to take a hit of spice to use my minor spice mutation for a free determination point.
Good call. Yeah.
So I have 2 successes from the bat, and then I'm rolling
Okay.
2.
You're 2 down. You need 8 more.
Okay. I'm going to go.
Oh.
2 successes.
Oh, that was close. Okay.
Yeah, that was very, very.
So you got
close.
4
no, we got,
total.
There's
So
a
now you're up
19.
to 6. Okay.
So I did get a 19. I'm going to re-roll that with a Benny.
Reroll both of them.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, the 17 and the 19 might as well, if you're using a Benny.
Oh, 2. So, yeah, that's a good roll.
Whoa.
Yep.
Okay,
That's
hold on a second. Yeah, that's
5 from Archibald to 4 from me, so 9.
Okay, so with your 9 total with the determination. So you
Yes.
just need 1 more.
Okie
No
doke.
complications thus far. You guys are on
Uh,
fire. Who's gonna
uh,
roll that last die?
I think I should. It's my memories.
It is
yeah,
your memories.
It's always 2. It's always 2 dice, though.
yeah, that's fine. I'll take it.
Ooh,
Um,
there goes that
let's-
complication.
Lyric, let's use a Benny real quick.
Okay. That's 2. That's 2 gone now. So you're down to 2.
Oh, God.
Cool.
Is 17 a
Is there another
complication?
penny?
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
complication.
17, 18, or wait,
There-
no, I
there-
think I said 18, 19, and 20. No,
Okay.
I'll let you.
All right, I will just take the 1 for now, and I guess Archibald makes the last roll.
Okie doke.
mm,
Oh, I swear to God, if this is the one, man, and I fuck it up. Truth. Yes.
with another complication.
Yeah,
Buy
I
it
mean,
off.
this is my
Buy,
last
just buy it
one.
off. Just buy it off because
I'm
we're
gonna-
at our number with
Yeah.
that with success. So just
I'm just gonna buy that guy off. Have some threat,
Sure.
Eric.
16 thread it is. Okay, awesome.
Have fun.
Also, Drea and Mel have both purchased benevolences within the last 4 minutes.
Oh yeah, I counted those already.
Yep.
Yeah, I announced them. Yeah, that's why we were at 4 and now we're at 2.
Yeah, we
Two,
like
yeah.
complicated like 3 times. We used all of them.
Yeah,
Well, no, we have
So
2
many
left. We have
complications.
I have a cat biting my ankles because he requires
Oh.
attention.
No worries. Yeah, so you look at this puzzle piece, Archibald, and your mind races to put things together, and it assembles itself perfectly in your mind first, within your mind palace, and then your hands, using your super speed that you've acquired, your mind works in similar ways, and you literally put it together as it's projected in front of you. You take the memories and you stitch them together until they form a cohesive narrative from the past to the present. A lot of them are. I'm guessing these are the ones that belong to the former Duchess or whatever that got killed off. That she took them, and yeah. So these are extra pulverized. Like there's no getting those back, and you're having to like recreate them from nothing essentially, and from little fragments and pieces. And that's really what they are. But along with those little fractures, those little moments in time that are kind of like frozen, what comes with it is the connotation and the context that came with those moments. So it's not just an image of Amira's face, but it's also the knowledge that that image that is burned into your psyche now of her was the night when after the night that you consummated your love for one another after you made the blood oath back in season 3. And so it has particular significance, for example, when it comes flooding back into your mind and you're just sort of awash in all of these memories and all of these sensations. And finally, you're starting to finally like reconnect with those things, and you realize like a part of you was taken away from you, and you hadn't even realized it until now. How does Eloise react to this?
Eloise is pretty stoic, but I think she openly weeps, but like because of the changes that have been wrought by her spice usage and everything else she's done.
Yeah.
The tears that run down her face are like spice stained, but also like this weird like like quality. Like looking into the universe is like looking into her tears right now. Um,
Yeah, almost oily black, right? Like
yes, just like running
incandescent.
down your face. Like she's not making the sounds of crying, like but like you can just see like the tears coming down her face, like
Yeah,
just staining her face
the
completely.
turmoil. Yeah, to anyone watching this, the turmoil is evident, right? Like you're going through it again, and this time, like it's there's an extra sting to it, knowing that this big part of your life was ripped from you and now is out there somewhere and you don't know where. Um, and so that yeah, UA monitors all the uh this your biometric signals and stuff like that, and he kind of administers a couple of drugs to kind of keep your heart from popping out of your chest and it's sort of like something to relax your body because there's like the entire experience, especially coupled with the recent trauma that you experienced from the same thing, is like driving you into uh heights that are dangerous for you. So he kind of like oversees that, administers appropriate modicum of drugs to kind of keep you you know grounded. He turns to Archibald. Is it done? Is it finished, Commander?
Yes, it is. She
Good.
has her memories back.
Then perhaps it is time for you to dispose of that contraption.
Agreed. I will. And I slip it in my pocket.
You're like, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it. You put it in your bag. He leaves. He literally washes his hands of this and he takes off. So it's just the two of you there. Nadim kind of makes some superficial observations and says, "I'll go ahead and put things in order for you. Is there anything else that you need me to administer to Administrator?"
Dismissed.
He kind of turns, nods, and walks out. It's just the two of you now. Is there anything else that you needed to say or do going forward, before we proceed on to Kaitane?
So
Did you want to go out of your way and go to Wallach Kicks or blow up
Phew,
Playlax?
I
So how do you
this
feel?
fight this I swore a blood oath to her.
It's pretty significant.
Yes.
Do you know where she is?
That's what I'm going to ask Eric now. With
Hmm.
the memories I've just regained, even though I'm in a fragile state, she's been contacting me through like some kind of anonymous signal. Using the memories I've gained, can I try to figure out how to contact her with my encrypted personal communicator? Because I know she's on Kaitane.
Hmm. Yeah, you can probably guess as to where she's going to be, like in general, but specifically you don't know.
Oh,
You
I
don't
just
know
meant
what
like
it
to
is she's planning.
communicate her, with her, not find her. Because she's been communicating with me like through some secret channel, right?
Not
Um,
necessarily. She's been having like
uh,
dead drops. Like she
I
leaves
Yeah,
like
we're
see,
getting
I
physical
all the
see.
evidence in your room.
symbolic things at the kill sites.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
say I'm gonna say that she literally cut off any kind of like actual
okay.
communication. You know.
Eloise will try the last like whatever like communet, the last one she remembers like that they used together,
Mm.
and leave a message like, "I remember the blood oath. I'm sorry,"
Ah.
and just send it.
So I guess this is the question: is Amira enough of a stalker that she kept that and monitors it regularly in the hopes that Eloise is reaching out to her? In which case, it would mean that everything that she's done from the moment that she very purposefully broke up with you uh, was perhaps not entirely authentic. Like it was kind of like a I don't know what to call it because she was kind of at the end of her threshold, but at the same time she just couldn't let you go. So I guess it speaks to the question is remains open. Did she keep that communicator, and does she would she keep it and check it on occasion in the event that in the hopes that Eloise would reach out?
Is this for me to answer?
I'm assuming that you would be the
Okay.
best one to
All right. No,
because
I'm just clarifying. Uh, like everything that Amira has been doing has been in orbit of Eloise and Eloise's goals. So I absolutely think Amira would still keep tabs on her, if only to know. Oh, hi, cat. Uh, yeah, yeah. I know. But if I let you go, you're gonna bite the monitor. But yeah, no. So everything she's been doing has been in orbit of Eloise, and so she would definitely still keep tabs on Eloise, just at the very least to know where is she going, who is she talking to.
Okay. So, what are the chances that on Kaitane, as Amira is attempting to undergo the most dangerous mission she's ever undertaken by infiltrating the Silver Needle and in the efforts to try to acquire the biggest batch of blackmail on all the factions and houses within the Imperium, that the communicator starts going off, and it's Eloise trying to send a message.
Oh, oh, ho, ho, ho.
Well, say
I mean,
goodbye,
do
Amira.
keep in mind my personal communicator is heavily encrypted to the point that
Oh,
it beat all father.
certainly,
It beat all
certainly.
father. So
Yeah, without a doubt, you'd be getting like this emergency beacon thing or something like that, and with it like this audio message, um, which is probably a good segue to Kaitane actually, and to see what exactly happens when an assassin teams up with a former revolutionary who is believed by all the entire Imperium to be dead, but is actually alive. Um, did you want to work with this man in the way of utilizing past associates that he's used, or did you want to keep his anonymity as part of your plan?
Uh, okay, I'm sorry. There was a thing in chat.
No
Um,
worries.
what was the? I'm sorry. Repeat the question.
The question is, did Amira trust Jackson Aru, the former revolutionary, enough to utilize some of his past associates in planning of this heist, or did she want to keep that anonymity and just use whatever access he's able to facilitate to get into the Black Archives?
I mean, the more people who know a plan, the more the chances is that someone sells
gonna
you
fall
out and
apart.
betrays you.
Right.
So, especially given how careful Amira generally is, I think she'll be like, need to know, and most people just don't need to know.
All right. So it's you, yourself, and I. Jackson can facilitate only so much because his biometrics are not the ones that are able to access the Black Archives on Kaitane. So the map that you see before you now is the area initially where Chome's offices lie. Right beyond this door on the other side of the room is where the vault is located. Within the vault is the Black Archive itself. You've never seen it, but he has, with his during his time with, and so has his brother, within his time with Chome. Only one person has access, to his knowledge, to the Black Archive, and that's Melina Arun. If you go after her, it will be difficult to access. If you do it by yourself, you feel confident enough that you'll be able to subvert the security and get access to it, but it will be difficult to get through and to pass through the pentashield to get access to the blackmail, that blackmail material.
I think Amira will trust Jackson's take on the situation. Like her inclination would be to kidnap Melina.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if she can use his biometrics and a little bit of hacking, then that's the route we can go.
Okay, fair enough. So using his biometrics, you're able to get into certain areas that you're not normally able to get access to. From there, you're kind of on your own. But this is not unusual for you. You're faced with a couple of Chome representatives, judging by this symbol here, being the Chome symbol. You have some security personnel here as well, and you have this functionary here, who basically can facilitate access to the vault, kind of like a bank manager, we'll call him, right? He sees you walking alone, and he kind of introduces himself. He's like, "Oh yes, welcome." He's like, "What do you need to access from within the vault?" Assuming you're dressed for the occasion, like
yes,
Chome uniform, etc.
I'm sorry, I have been given strict orders. Eyes only.
Ah, I see. I understand. Come with me. And he kind of takes you to the vault doors, and give me a communication roll, difficulty 2, please.
Okay. Communication, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I know, Cat, but no. Alright, I'm gonna go by faith. Do I have any? I have no communication focuses. Of course she doesn't. One success.
Oops. Did you want to Benny that one, or did you want to use a determination point to re-roll, or just pay for the complication? What do you want to do?
Oh, I'll pay for the complication.
Okay. Make the complication go away. Let me see here. Okay. I'm at 16, really? Wow. Okay. Okay, so I am now at 18 threat. Ouch. Okay. So you tell him like, "Oh, I'm here. It's a special whatever, whatever." And it's like, "Okay, yeah, I understand. Time is of the essence." And he allows you to. There's like a thing that sticks out of the door leading to the vault where you're supposed to put your eyes in, and it's supposed to scan your eyes. If your eyes are not on the database, the alarm will sound. How do you want to proceed? You're muted.
Sorry, I did that because he's crying for
Aw.
no reason. How many people are in the room?
There's 4 guards and the functionary, and then there's random people, busy with paperwork and shit. Accountants, essentially. You're like, how many of these people can I kill?
Probably
Quietly.
not that many.
I mean,
Not
you are an
without-
assassin, but
Well, yeah, but I mean, she takes 30 seconds to kill 3 people, and the 4th guy has time enough to sound the alarm.
fair enough. Yeah.
Alright, and so do I have Jackson's biometrics?
You could have planned that out ahead. Why don't you give me an understand roll? And if you get
Okay.
2 successes or more, then we can add that aspect to the scene. If you wish, you can pay me some extra threat and get extra dice. 1 for 1, 3 for 2, etc.
I will pay you 1 threat for 3 dice.
Oh, actually, I'll give you some mercy here.
Mhm.
You don't necessarily have to make a roll and get 2 successes to add a trait. You could do that, or you could just pay me 2 threat, just like you could with 2 momentum, to just create the trait.
Let's do that.
Okay, so now I am definitely at 20 threat,
Oh, good
And you-
lord. Oh,
and but you also have Jackson Aru's biometrics.
could I
Now we'll
have
get to see.
Could I have the biometrics manifest as contact lenses, essentially?
That's brilliant. Yes.
Okay.
And there's actually in-universe contact lenses to hide whether the fact that you're addicted to spice. So yes, you absolutely can.
Oh, I don't
actually-
know if this factors in. After Eloise sent the message, Eloise is going to reinstate Amira and remove like the bounty and everything. Like she has better access than Eloise's advisors. Like Eloise will grant her the same access as administrator.
Yes, but that's within the guild. This is Chone.
Yes, I was just putting that out there if that
Oh, okay,
helps in
okay.
any way.
Not a bad idea, though. Yeah. Okay, proceed.
Okay, so do I need to make any roll for the eyes to go into the thing?
No, you
Okay.
very subtly put on the contacts. Blip blip. Everything clicks in. There's a moment though of hesitation, where it reads it, and nothing happens, and it's that little moment of that you kind of die inside a little bit
Mm-hmm.
when everyone's eyes are on you for a moment and nothing is happening, and you're almost inclined to reach back in and do it again. But before you can say anything, the door clicks and it slides open, and you're allowed into the next area.
Okay.
See now.
Alright, map loading. Okay. I'm just gonna walk in. Like, I have every right to be here. I'm here
Sure.
on orders. My boss is a hard ass.
Yeah. The shield, the pentashield opens up behind you as soon as you walk in. So the door to the vault, you walk through, and the shield activates automatically on a sensor. And the functionary, just kind of stands there and waits dutifully. There's 2 security personnel on either side here and their job is to literally just watch the Black Archives, especially once anybody walks in here, and make sure that they are who they say they are.
Okay.
Obviously, you've already gone past the biometric reader, so you can just proceed onward to here.
I proceed.
Okay. It's a big, crystalline black sphere. and within it, it is completely opaque. You can't see anything through it, but you know that what lies beyond this threshold can make or break anyone or anything within the Imperium. Every house, all the factions, all the dirt, where all the bodies are buried are within reach finally to you. Okay. Let me get the specifics here for you. Difficult indeed. Okay, so. Okay. Security. Yeah. For everything that you've experienced so far has been a mixture of physical guards, comm-eyes, sensors, biometric readers, and this pentashield that is only passable with the right kind of encoded device on your person. This is where the hacking part comes in, right? Let's see. This is going to be the really difficult part out of everything that you've experienced so far. So remember how I said that between Archibald and Eloise, they needed 20 successes, and it didn't matter how many times they
dear
rolled.
Lord.
Right. This is exactly what you're going to face now, except you have to get 30.
Fuck
Oh.
me!
Okay, 30
Wonderful.
successes. 30 successes. There is no there's no threshold. Essentially, the threshold is whatever your drive and your skill is. In this case, it's going to be an understand roll of some kind, unless you have a
have a
talent that
Benny
can
from Mel.
substitute. You have a Benny from Mel. Yeah, they pity you right now. Hold on. Oh shit, wrong one. Let me copy paste. Let me keep track of the meta points here. God damn it. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go with understand, and I'm going to pair it with power. Because Amira's
Knowledge is power.
statement is death determines who rules.
Excellent. Okay, so you have 3 bennies. You have a determination point that you can spend this session, but also you can roll 2 dice at a time until you get to 30, or you can pay threat, spend a determination point, or keep it if you need to re-roll or what have you. You have choices to make. You have Jackson's biometrics that can potentially help you get over a little bit of this hurdle, but it's not going to solve the entire thing for you.
Okay.
All right. Now, the real difficulty here lies where the complications come in and where they're available. Let me just double check my notes here because this was very specific. Super secure. Complications arise between 16 to 20. Bad things will start happening once you get 3 complications, and then 5 complications, and then 10 or more complications.
Okay.
Understood?
Alright.
You remind yourself as you're standing on this threshold that you're doing this because you love someone, and also you really want to hurt the people who hurt you.
Oh, yes. Amira does. Alright, so first roll, we're gonna do this vanilla.
Sure.
Okay, 1 success. No complications. I think 16 doesn't count.
It
Nope.
does.
Ah. What's the
that's a
threshold for
complication.
complications?
In this one, it's 16 through 20 because this is the most secure
Oh.
thing in the Imperium.
Okay.
Like, you're breaking into Fort Knox by yourself, essentially.
Alright. I'll pay you threat for 3 dice. Well,
Okay. Do you want to buy off the complication? Or do you want to keep it for the tally?
I will keep that 1 complication and
Okay.
buy future ones off. I will pay you enough threat to roll 4 dice.
Okay. So that's 3 threat. So I'm at 23. Something cool happens at 30 threat, by the way. I'm just going to let you know. Let's see. Ooh, that's 2. Okay, so that's 3 so far. 4.
Okay.
You're up to Yeah.
I would
You're up
like
to
to
4.
use my determination to reroll those two 17s.
Okay, clever. Go ahead.
Remember, you got bennies.
Alright, so I get rid of one, I turn it into a success. But
Okay,
another
very
one
good.
stays a complication.
That's 2 complications.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Oh, dear lord. Okay.
So you have 5 successes total.
Yes.
These successes are part of an extensive test. So that's the one thing I didn't mention for this particular one. Every success you get counts as 2. So you need actually 15 successes to get to the 30 that I
Okay.
alluded to earlier.
So I'm 2/3 of the way there.
Correct.
I will pay more threat for 4 dice again.
Another one. So we're up to 26 threat now. 4 away from something spectacular happening. That's not a good roll. You failed 1, but there's 2 complications potentially there. With 1 success, that brings you up to 6. Did you want to spend a penny and re-roll those 3 dice?
Yes.
I think Aaron just froze. She's praying for you, though.
Thank you, Aaron.
She literally
Oh.
froze on the perfect. That's perfect.
Okay,
Okay.
that's actually target is 12. No skill, no focus, so that's 1, 2, 3 successes. Wow, so you're at 9. Time to lock in.
Risk it for the biscuit, man.
All right. Another understand.
Mm-hmm.
Got a benevolence from Drea, too.
All
shit.
right.
Another one.
I'm gonna roll
It's
another
4.
4 dice, so add that to your threat.
4 dice. Okay, that means I'm at 29.
Oh, jeez. We're really flirting with that, aren't we?
2 more. That's 10, 11 with 1 complication. You're at 2 total complications so far.
Okay. Hi. Hi, cat. All right, I'm gonna start rolling vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
No more threat. Here's my
Okay.
next understand roll with just 2 dice.
Wait, that... Oh. Oh my. So, as in terms of complications, the 18 that you rolled previously counts as 1, and this
Okay.
17 counts as another.
I'm
You
gonna
have
Did
a
you
use-
want to
benny.
buy any of them off?
I'm gonna use a benevolence to reroll that 17.
Ah, okay. Go ahead.
No.
That's not much better. You're still at 3 benevolences left. Okay. That means you've at least reached the 3 threshold. Ready for the consequences?
No, but hit me.
Nothing happens.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay.
At least, not anything that you
Alright,
can tell.
Yeah, nothing Amira knows about.
Oh, sorry, that I misspoke. The thing that happens is these shields go up around you.
Okay.
That means you're locked inside now.
Okay.
Hmm. This is standard operating procedure.
Alright,
You
well
think?
I made another roll and got 2 more successes and another complication.
Oh, okay, 2 more successes.
Yeah.
So that is 12, 13. 13, and another complication would put you at 4 complications.
Use that Benny. You got Benny.
Yeah.
Sure, you want to keep that?
I will use a penny to re-roll the 18.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll that 18.
Okay.
That is another success for you. So you are at 14 and 3 complications.
Okay.
You have 1 more success.
Alright, rolling vanilla dice, no more threat. Ooh.
Success with 1 exactly. You missed, but you didn't get a complication. If that had been a 16, you'd have been sunk.
Oh yes.
I am sitting on 29 threat right now.
Yeah.
Great news for me.
Yeah. Great.
Indeed. All
Yay,
right.
you're back.
So, you make it through. The thing scans you top to bottom, and the pentashield opens up, and you walk inside the Black Archive, and you disappear from sight from the rest of these people, and you're faced with an assortment of hard copies, digital and otherwise, that constitute murder, blackmail of all manner, spice stockpile informations for the major houses. All of it can be digitized. All of it has been digitized. Those digitized, that digitized blackmail is not here. What you see instead are the actual hard copies, printed on Redulian crystal sheets, reams of them. You can say that you have the espionage equipment necessary to snap a picture or download transfer a video of somebody murdering somebody and take that with you. You can spend hours and hours and hours, days here to get all of that information and get it out. How did you want to proceed? What information are you seeking here?
The biggest information will be regarding Emperor Shaddam.
Shaddam.
That's the big target. And then the player does not remember the house names, but we're gonna focus on the ones who are voting with the Emperor in the vote.
Okay.
And also she has no idea about anything Harkonnen, so she'll probably also get the Harkonnen blackmail.
Okay, yeah.
The Baron is the Jimmy Savile of our time. And everyone's like, okay, but he's dead, so now what?
Right. Well, actually, I don't know if Amira knows that he's dead.
No, she doesn't. It's just when she's gonna collect that thinking it's useful.
Got it. Yeah, you collect all manner of blackmail in the Harkonnens. There's reams of it. You know, they're responsible for doing terrible things to Mohiam back in the day, which resulted in the secret birth of Jessica Atreides. And they're also been complicit in the murder of other Bene Gesserits, one of which was was Daphne's handmaiden, Norma. So now you have that to put in your back pocket. You also have further blackmail on some of these other houses, and just the assorted amount of sordid details that involve these houses that are absolutely fine with voting in lockstep with the Emperor on the two-pile resolution. So yeah, you can take all of that and put it in the bank. You can go ahead and give yourself a free asset from here on out at a +5 quality. Blackmail. Imperial blackmail. All right. Well done. Well played. You got really close to not making it out of there, so I have to commend you on your luck and your tactfulness. So now that you have this information, that's when the communicator starts beeping in your pocket, and you're like, "What the fuck? That can't be. That can't." You think you're hearing things, and when you reach down, you pull it out, you see it's a message from Eloise, and she says, "I remember the blood oath." And I'll give you some time to think about what Amira wants to do with this blackmail now that she has it. But for now, we'll go back very quickly to the Ark. Yes.
I mean, especially since she just got that message from Eloise.
Mm-hmm.
Amira's not political, but Eloise is.
Absolutely.
And so she's going to send a message to Eloise. I never gave up hope. And just start giving her all the data because Eloise will know what to do with it.
Oh shit. So it's going to take a little bit of time for that information to transfer, we'll say. Since you're already in orbit around Kaitane. Oh shit, let me get rid of these.
Oh, I just a smile addendum. It was, I remember the blood oath. I'm sorry. There was an I'm sorry too.
I'm sorry.
With a hard.
Wow, that is rare from Eloise. Like, okay, all right. Switching back to Kaitane very briefly, as the we see Eloise and her entourage descend upon Kaitane. It's Rugi Carino's birthday. The entire Imperial House is out. And this place that is akin to, if you're familiar with the locale in Miami, Vizcaya. So you have outdoor gardens, very trimmed hedges, very classical looking Greek statues and of previous emperors and rulers and such. Um, there are an assortment of gardens and fountains that move to music and performers, jongleurs, putting on performances and plays at every turn. There's food and merriment, and it's a child's birth, an imperial princess's birthday. So just think of that as exotic animals and so on. There's all manner of things going on there. But in addition to this, there is the emperor himself, who seems to be uh, walking the garden grounds with his truthsayer, Mohayim. You affront as you enter the confines of this park. You are led by Hasamir Fenring, and
Uh,
with him are two associates that are carrying the big spice bribe, and Eloise is walking in, presumably with like the equivalent of handcuffs or something.
yeah, so the thing I wanted to say is
Hmm.
those handcuffs were provided by Eloise, not Federing.
Ah.
Just want to put, if I have to pay for that, oh fuck no. Uh, I I don't think I have to. Do I have to pay for it, or can I roll? Do I have like been like, oh, I've got these here?
um. You've got him. You could just say that you
Cool,
have. That's fine.
awesome.
It's part of the deception anyway, so he wouldn't,
Yes,
presume to
just in
handcuff
case
you.
Fenring fucks her.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right,
she
right.
wants to be able to be like,
Were they Amira's?
Ooh. Spicy indeed.
you know
Damn.
what? Let's go spicy. Yeah.
So yeah, you walk up and you see Hasamir comes up to his old friend Shaddam. I brought you something. A spice bribe from Arrakis and the administrator for the guild, as directed. And you see the Emperor turns to face his friend and notices something that no one else can see. He turns back and he looks to Mohayim, and they seem to communicate simply by looks. Something passes between them, and he turns back to Casimir and says, I thought I was implicit when I gave you the order to eliminate the administrator of the guild, Casimir. And for a moment, like he kind of freezes and has like a moment of panic, and he looks to Eloise and the rest of the entourage who are approaching. You see, Mohayim brings young Rugi around, and you notice that there's a little Gom Jabbar right at the tip of her finger, and it's hovering right around her neck. And you see, uh, the Emperor bows to you, Eloise, and says, "Well played, but I have eyes as well," he says, looking at Hasamir. And that's when you realize, like, oh, of course, he's free of the nanites. So he's able to detect that if that were the case. And he's like, I didn't think that you'd get this far, but I suppose I should have expected it. Oh, a worthy opponent you and your family have been. But I suppose it's time to finish once and for all. You proposed a game of chaps once, did you not?
Yes.
Allow me to offer my to allow if you will indulge me my counter offer, he says. A human chessboard instead. And that's where we'll stop. Aaron's like, I hate chess. Why are you doing this to me, Eric?
This is miserable. This is worse than you having 29 threats.
29 threat.
Oh, and it's all gonna be used on that chess game.
The ghost of Pardo Reed has rejoined the game.
Indeed. Well, that's all the time that we have for this week's episode. However, we will continue our adventures into the Imperium next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's just go around the virtual tabletop one last time to reintroduce our wonderful cast, beginning with Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron. Pronoun she, her, fey, fair. You can find me at Great Cthulhu pretty much everywhere. Uh, Wednesdays, I usually record public access with some of my dear friends. We did not record this week, so there will be an episode. Sorry. Aaron had a panic attack. Well, sorry, Aaron woke up with a panic attack. Not how you want to start your day. So
Aw.
we did not record. So next Wednesday, however, we will be back and recording. And then I'll be back here for this nightmare shit that I have. Repeating what I sow again. Oh no, the consequences of my actions. I played Ryza at the start of the session, uh, who I was trying to be more nuanced with now that she has what she wants. Um, and at the end here, Administrator Eloise, who keeps fucking up, keeps fucking up.
Leo.
Hello, my name is Leo. You can find me here every Thursday playing this game. I love it. And yeah, I played Archibald today.
And Varys shortly, but yes. Ambrose.
Okay. Hello everybody. I have been Zoshir, but not quite Lysander. And this has been a glorious session. It has been fantastic. You can find me playing again. Oh no, Heart is all done. Heart is all done. I died. Everyone died except for one person. But you can find me playing again in Dune, hopefully next week. I'm going through a temporary move for work, so we'll see if I get to partake or not.
I hope you ask, but yay for Ambrose, everyone, yay!
Yeah, congratulations. And last but not least, of course, Rachel.
Hello, I am Rachel. I'm Stolen Fires. I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you did, come back on Saturday. We've got Prowlers and Paragons. It's a superhero RPG. I play as steampunk Civil War era variant of Steve Rogers. It's a lot of fun. And then on Monday, I will be running Embers of Humanity, a post-apocalyptic community building RPG. And our Tuesday slot is currently open. You want to run something? Talk to me.
I just joined a game of Girlfriend. I'm sorry.
Okay. But yeah, but then come back here on Thursday for Dune.
I'll think about it.
Absolutely. I've been Eric, aka Recluse Online. You can find me lurking around the Stolen Fires Discord. Thank you all for playing, as always, and thanks again for our wonderful viewers and fans for tuning in. Remember, head over to global.palestineaction.org/donate, uscpr.org, and pcrf.net for Palestine Action, the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights, and the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, and share the link on social media and help spread the message. And then, as always, bless the maker and his water, bless the coming and going of him. May his passage cleanse the world. May he keep the world for his people. Good night, everyone.
Fuck guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Alright, clear. Oh, that was another intense one. I said intense. We did okay. We pulled through. Right.